Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, I wanted to discuss the maybe Godrolls that, in my opinion, would be best suited for everybody. So let's get into it. To start off with, we have Lost Signal. It's a kinetic grenade launcher. It's probably one of the most unique grenade launchers we've had ever. It's like a mini Witherhoard, as people are saying it. And it's a new archetype, aerial denial frame. Burst fire grenade launcher. Each projectile creates a lingering pool and impact that deals damage over time. I'm going to display gameplay in a minute that will show you what it looks like. To go over the perks. My ideal perk, I really like lead from gold, especially on a wave frame type grenade launcher. When you're chunking out ammo, you're doing it, you're shooting it every single second, you're gonna want the ammo. It drains pretty quick, which is why I love lead from gold, especially if you're running double special. I feel like it's a need, in my opinion. But there's also other options you can take into consideration. Feeding Frenzy is nice. Auto loading is also nice. I would probably avoid Threat Detector. Quick Draw I've seen people use, but I'm not a big fan of it. Stats for All is also really nice, and Strategist is also good. Yeah, Strategist is one of the new perks that came out, and it can generate grenade class ability, and it's like Demo and all those other perks, but it does it for class ability. For the last column, Wellspring's really good. I don't like High Ground. I wouldn't recommend it. Unrelenting is really good. I mean, it's really good for any type of grenades or any type of weapon that you can chunk out kill ads in 2 seconds. I really like Unrelenting. I think it's very slept on. One for All is amazing on this, especially because you're chunking out different types of grenades in 2 seconds. It's like mini Witherhoards, like I said, so it would increase damage for that amount of time. Vorpal weapon I would probably avoid because this is not a DPS weapon. It's not a really, not meant for champions or anything like that. It's like a wave frame. You want to use it for ads, trash ads and as such. Now we have the new perk called Reverberation, and it says final blows with this weapon increase the size of detonations for a short duration. I actually have a roll on that with Feeding Frenzy. I don't really want these rolls. If anything, I want, for my personal pick, it would be Lead from Gold and maybe Demo. But this perk is also really nice because I don't know if it's a huge difference as far as I've seen, but it does extend the size of it or makes the size bigger, which could be really good for obviously add more eye control as such. Last perk would be Demo. Demo is also really good. So the perks I would recommend seeking out, as in this column, would be Strategist. Stats roll, touch roll, really nice. Lead from Gold and auto loading for mine pick for that roll. For last row, I would choose Wellspring, Unrelenting, One for All. Reverberation is also pretty good, and Demo. Okay, so we have the kinetic stasis auto rifle called Veil of Threat. It's a pretty unique looking auto rifle. The perks are pretty okay for the most part. For the first perk, I would definitely choose Strategist or Strategist. Let me go over the perks first. So first one, Strategist, which is something I would always think is a good valuable perk. Loose Change, I never liked it. I think it's pretty dog shit in my opinion, but there's people out there that actually like it. It could be good for certain traits, for when a weapon DPS phases or whatever. For certain instances, maybe a linear such as that, but I personally don't like it. Next perk is To the Pain. This one has, while this weapon is equipped, taking damage increases handling and aim is until the weapon is stowed. I don't like this perk. I think it's shit, but you can review that for yourself. I don't really like it. And yeah, so next perk is Shoot to Loot. Shoot to Loot's always a viable option, always, especially in maybe in high-end content, like Caretaker Room, for example. You try to pick up ammo from the bottom floor. Shoot to Loot's perfect for that. It's a really good perk. Attrition Orbs, it's an okay perk for the most part. I know a lot of people hate this perk, like despise it. I think it's okay for the most part. It's a really basic perk that you could get on a weapon. And yeah, Fragile Focus is the next one. I would never use this for PvE at all. Threat Detector is also pretty nice. And yeah, that's it for that roll. Gut Shot Straight is another perk that I just hate, you're always aiming for the head anyway. What is the point of this perk? I think it should be reworked, if anything. Moving target, PvP perk. Collective action. This is actually a really good, I think it was really slept on. I think it's going to be really good for this season as well because of the elemental artifact mod that, you know, everyone's putting on now. You know, you pick up elemental pickups like fire sprites, void breaches, stasis stars, ionic traces, and shrine tangles. These are all really, you know, they can add up to the stack and increase damage, and it's a pretty good chunk of it too. It's a 20% buff, as it says right there, for 7 seconds. So yeah, pretty viable. Surrounded's another good perk, always good. It's always good no matter what. I think it's always a, you know, go-to option for a lot of weapons. You can get that. Encore, not really my type. Seems like a PvP perk. Desperate Measures, really good. Like it a lot. If it's like the perk that if, you know, even if you got a, you know, I don't know, a really bad gun or whatever, it's always good on that. Doesn't matter. It's always a good, you know, go-to perk. Headstone. Headstone's probably my favorite perk for stasis weapons, and for a weapon like this, I feel like this weapon would be mostly util based. So yeah, Headstone's probably gonna be my pick. If I had to choose between what I would want, Strategist and Headstone seems like my pick, but I can also go for Shoot to Loot and Headstone. For PvP, because I know some of you guys are PvPers, Fragile Focus is really good and Moving Target. You can pair those together, but I would probably just choose a different auto in general. Next on the list is Sightline Survey. It's an arc energy hand cannon. I have not really seen arc in a while, other than maybe the one from Last Wish. That one's pretty good. That one rolls revolt shot and something else I forgot. To compare this to, you know, all the guns we have so far with Strategist on it. You know, Strategist is always good. You know, it's one of those demo perks that you can get on it. Strategist is nice. I would ignore it to the pain. Enlightened Action's okay. Air Trigger, I don't even, like all the perks that they put out for this gun is really just really bad in general. So, to move on to the next one, Fragile Focus, I would ignore for, you know, PvE. Triple Tap's always good. You know, always the go-to option no matter what. Keep Away, not good for PvE, in my opinion. Last column, Eye of the Storm, another PvP perk. Desperate Measures, good. It's a go-to perk for some weapons. It's an okay option if you get it. Encore, PvP, Precision Instrument, PvP for opening shot, kill clip, another PvP perk. This weapon seems to be based around mainly PvP as far as I'm telling to these perks, but if you do want the PvE roll, or Godroll in my opinion, I would probably choose Strategist with Volt Shot. PvP wise, there's a lot of good options. Fragile Focus and Precision Instrument. You can also go for Enlightened Action with maybe open. There's a lot of good options. Fragile Focus and Opening Shot for maybe the max range you want. If you want to go on a spree or something like that, Kill Clip and maybe Fragile Focus. Precision Instruments is one of my favorite perks on PvP and PvE. If you want to pair that up with maybe Triple Tap or Keep Away, that's another good one. Encore, I would just ignore Encore. Eye of the Storm you can get also, but I would also ignore it. Next up on this list we have Corrasion, to the Arc Energy Pulse Rifle. And to go over the perks, another trash perk, Air Trigger. I don't even know why this is in the game, but you know. Perfect Float, another shit one, just ignore it. Pugilist, this is actually the, you know, like Strategist and demo, you know, but except it helps with generating melee energy. This could be really good for melee based builds for like Strand Tie-In or Strand Warlock or, you know, Prismatic, you know, running those melees. Eddy Current, another shit one, is just temporarily increases reload speed and handling after sprinting or while amplified. I don't really like this perk, I think it's trash also. Enlightened Action, both columns are really good, so you can choose a mix of whatever perks. Shoot to Loot's one of them. Shoot to Loot with maybe Precision Instrument, or you could do Shoot to Loot with Incandescent, or Shoot to Loot with Desperate Measures, or you could do for this column you can also do Strategist with maybe Incandescent, another good one. There's a lot of good rolls you can do with it, but my personal pick for PvE would have to be Heal Clip and Incandescent, which is what I have currently, but I want to craft it and maybe get enhanced perks on it. But if I was to get another roll with Shoot to Loot and maybe Precision Instrument, I would definitely probably keep 100%. And this is probably one of my favorite scouts right now. I probably will put down the Trusty once I get an enhanced version of this. But until then, I'm probably going to keep using Trusty. Next up, we have Aberrant Action, the solar sidearm special that everybody wants. I have not seen a single person with this yet. I don't know if it has been dropping or not, but I haven't seen anybody with it yet. If you can point on the comments if it has been dropping, then let me know, because I'm actually wondering for myself, because I want to get it. The archetype is rocket assisted frames, just like the ones we currently have, the Strand one and the Arc one. This is going to be a really sought after sidearm, which is why I really want to cover this. To cover the perks, we have Strategist, Pugilist, Field Prep, Beacon Rounds, Threat Detector, Ambitious Assassin, which is really interesting, and Heal Clip. Well, really, overall, a really good column of perks here, because it has a bunch of util. Honestly, if you could avoid beacon rounds are good, don't get me wrong, I have it on my Arc one, but I feel like if you hit your shots, I feel like you don't need this. For the most part, I think it's a waste. So if you want to sought after, if you want to go for something else, Pugilist, Strategist, and Heal Clip would be really nice. But you can also, if you want the extra reserves, you can also go for Field Prep, which is also really nice. I have not tested it with Ambitious Assassin, but I think this could be good. I mean, if you guys get it on this, just keep it. It could be good. From the last column, we have Snapshot. I don't even know why this is on it. Just avoid it altogether. Harmony, this could be really good. Definitely keep it. Golden Tricorn, another good one. Demo, another good one. Swashbuckler, really good. And we have Reverberation, which I have no idea how this would work for this gun. Yeah, I don't know how this would work for the gun, to be honest with you. For the next one, we have Incandescent. This is going to be the sought after one, probably, in my opinion. For my personal role, if I really just want a util role sidearm of this, I would probably do maybe Strategist with Demo, really nice, or Pugilist and Demo, which can be good for, you know, generating, especially now we have Prismatic. You want to generate as much energy as possible, you can go for Demo and maybe Pugilist. But if you just want an all together really good sidearm, I'm definitely gonna go for Heal Clip and Incandescent, not even a question. Heal Clip was amazing on guns like this, and obviously we have Incandescent, which is like the Vault Shot and Deadling's version of the other one, of the other sidearms. But if you get Ambitious Assassin and maybe Incandescent, I would probably keep it. It's also really nice. Or Beacon Rounds. If you really need the tracking, Beacon Rounds and Incandescent is also good. Personally, I'm getting Heal Clip and Incandescent, and I'm really wanting this to drop. I don't know how this is going to drop yet, because I have not seen anybody with it, like I said. It's not even showing up in collections for me. But if you can let me know if you've seen anybody run this, then let me know in the comment section below, because I'm really wondering. Next up, we have Chronophage, another unique Void Trace Rifle. We have not gotten another Trace or Void Trace Rifle other than Hollow Denial, which is on this section right here. I will be comparing these two right now, just to show you like a brief representation of it. Start off with the first column, we have Strategist, Elemental Capacitor, Capacitator or whatever. Shoot to Loot. Start out with the first column, we have Strategist, Elemental Capacitor, Shoot to Loot, Pugilist, Auto Loading, Feeding Frenzy, and Repulsive Brace. For the next column, we have One for All, High Ground, Fragile Focus, Target Lock, Demo, Demolitionist, Desperate Measures, and Destabilizing Rounds. So for the most part, I'm kind of mad that they didn't put Lead from Gold, because I really like Lead from Gold and Trace Rifles. One of my favorite perks are on it. But this is also okay because we have Shoot to Loot, which is really good on Trace Rifles. For the unique interaction, for my personal pick, I would probably do Repulsive Brace and Destabilizing Rounds, because there's no other Trace Rifle that has a unique interaction like this in the game right now. As far as I know, from Hollow Denial can only roll with Repulsive Brace, which is, you know, some people run Lead from Gold with Repulsive Brace, but sometimes I think the go-to is probably Lead from Gold and Killing Tally. But anyways, so go back to this Trace Rifle. My personal pick would probably be Repulsive Brace and Destabilize Rounds for maybe, you know, chunky nads or, you know, low-end content. If I was to choose maybe a day one, for example, probably Shoot to Loot and Destabilizing Rounds for sure, 100%. Auto loading is pretty useless on this. Feeding Frenzy is another useless one. Pugils could be used for this, but I would recommend the Strategist is another good one. One for all could be used as well. For the main perks, for if I were you guys to chase after, shoot to loot and destabilize rounds for high-end content, and for low-end content, repulsive brace and destabilize rounds. But this could be used for high-end content as well. If you get Desperate Measure, that's also nice, and Demolition is also nice as well. Next up on this is we have Speleologist. Hope I said that correctly, but for this, it's another unique rapid frame, or I have not seen a rapid frame so far on this, but to go over the perks, we have Heal Clip, Inline Action, Stats for All, Deconstruct, Firmly Planted, Slideways, and Envious Assassin. I'm not gonna lie, this first column is really looking like hot garbage to me, but to continue, for the second column we have Strategist, Adagio, One for All, Target Lock, Surrounded, Incandescent, and Killing Tally. So far, you guys are probably like looking at it with Heal Clip, and I would say no. Definitely no. Machine guns on Heal Clip, definitely not the move. Takes too long to reload them, and they're not meant for doing that anyways. Inline Action could be good on this. I probably would choose this out of all the other perks. Stats for All, it's another good one on machine guns, you know, because it gives you the boost of everything, reload range, and stability, and weapon handling. Deconstruct got nerfed as far as I heard, but I don't know how significant it was. Maybe you can still run it on machine guns. I'm not too sure. This one is in the middle for me. So if you guys want to review that one, you guys could. Firmly Planted, I don't even know why we even run this for PvE. Slideways, it's pretty useless. Envious Assassin. So a lot of people say this is good, but in my opinion, you're not really using it. You're not really swapping off to, you know, get ammo for this, to be, you know, to refill the ammunition or to max it out. But this is also a good one. You know, it's a niche for me, but it could be good. Tomorrow, it's the second column. Strategist is a good column perk. I like this one on this. Adagio, another good one. Just a little ant to me as well. One for All, probably the go-to pick for me for most machine guns. Target Lock, I wouldn't even bother with this. Surrounded, this could be really good. If you get this, keep it. Surrounded's good. Incandescent, I'm probably gonna be aiming to get this mostly on this machine gun. And for the next one, Killing Tally. Killing Tally is another good one. So if you guys were to get either Incandescent or Killing Tally, they're both really good perks. Choose one and go on with it. No, my fixed odds actually is crafted and it has Incandescent on it. I think it's the only machine gun that has it, unless the Trials one has it. I'm not too sure. But to move on to that, for my personal pick, if I was to choose, I would probably choose. It's not really too many good perks on the first column, to be honest with you. But if I was to choose, I would probably choose maybe Stats for All with Incandescent, Stats for All Surrounded, or Stats for All and Killing Tally. But you can also go for Envious Assassin and Killing Tally. That can be really good together. You can also go for Envious and Incandescent, Envious and Surrounded. Those perk pools would be nice together. The perks I would avoid for the first column, probably Heal Clip, Deconstruct, Firmly Planted, Slideways are probably the ones I would avoid altogether. The last column, Strategist, is also good, but I mean, to be honest with you, this does a damage perk and is another good perk here, and why even choose Strategist at that point, you know what I mean? Next up is Facekeeper. This seems like a more of a util rocket, and I will go below and show you the perks. Strategist, Danger Zone, Field Prep, Impulse Amplifier, Clown Cartridge, Repulsive Brace, and Auto Loading. For the next column, we have Demo, Frenzy, Destabilizing Rounds, Reverberation, another one that I don't know how this is going to work unless it correlates to the Origin perk. Lasting Impression, Explosive Light, and Bipod. So far to me, this doesn't seem like a DPS rocket for the most part, unfortunately. This more looks like a util rocket where you chunk out ads, and this could be pretty good for GMs actually. For the first starting perk, Strategist, I don't think this is going to be good on rockets, so I would avoid it altogether. Danger Zone, I haven't done too much testing on this, but seems pretty niche to me at least. I would probably avoid it. Field Prep, always good on rockets. If you get it, that's good. Keep it. We have Impulse Amplify for the next one. This is another okay-ish perk. If you get it, then I guess it's just a niche perk. Next up, Clown Cartridge. It's pretty outdated at this point, but like I said, to use the rocket, so why even care about Envious on this rocket specifically. Repulsive Brace, I don't even know why this is even, don't even bother. If you get this, dismantle it. Auto loading, really good. So for this first column, you should probably aim for maybe Field Prep, Clown Cartridge, and auto loading. For the next column, we have Demo. Demo is another pretty niche one, but you can make it work for the most part. Frenzy, pretty good. Destabilizing rounds, good for like maybe ad clear. Reverberation, I don't know too much about this perk and how it correlates, so don't quote me on it, but I probably wouldn't choose it unless I see more, or unless I do more testing for myself to see how good it is. Lasting Impression, I have not seen a Lasting Impression rocket, or I have not used one in a very long time, but for the most part, it's pretty good for just chunking out, you know, maybe majors and such like that. If you get it, maybe try it, I don't know. Explosive Light, really good. I love Explosive Light. This is really good for GMs and just any sort of content like that. It's pretty good. Bipod, a really good perk. I love Bipod. It's my go-to for my GM solo runs, so I might actually pick this up for the most part, because it can roll with Clown, and it can roll with Bipod. But for my personal pick, for the most part, I'm probably gonna choose, for maybe my GM solo runs, maybe Bipod with Field Prep, just to stack up as much ammo as possible. I'm a huge believer of saving up ammo in certain GMs and stuff like that to make full use of them. You can also go for Field Prep and Explosive Light, another good trait I would probably pick up. Clown Cartridge and Bipod's another good one. Auto loading and Lasting Impression is also pretty good. The perks I would avoid for the most part: Danger Zone, Strategist, Impulse Amplifier, and Repulsive Brace. So the last column, for the most part, these are all pretty solid perks. I wouldn't avoid them altogether, but for me, for right now, Reverberation, I'm probably gonna avoid this for right now. The other perks can be really good though. Last one on our list is Omen, which is a Stasis Caster Frame Sword, which is I'm not too happy about, honestly. I'm probably gonna never search for this thing, but to go over it, it has some interesting perks actually on it. Vigilant Charge, I would avoid it. I've seen people, you know, saying it's like pre-nerf Eagle's Edge, but I mean, let's be honest, we're not gonna use it for that, especially it's a caster frame, so no. Strategist, avoid it. Attrition Orbs, avoid it. Duelist Trance, for the most part, I would probably avoid this one too. Unrelenting is another good perk for this, but like I said, this is a caster frame, so I don't think anybody's gonna be using it. It's pretty dog shit. But for the next one, we have Tireless Blade. You know, sword ammo refunding for every power or every other power sword kill. Could be good. Relentless Strikes, landing 3 light attack hits within a short time, grants sword ammo. You know, it's pretty iffy. Whatever. Assassin's Blade, you know, sword final blows boost movement speed and damage. Niche. One for all, I would never choose it on a sword. On guard, I think is what it's called. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Quick attacks immediately after swapping to the sword do additional damage. Maybe for strongholds, but it's a caster frame once again. Why even use this kind of deal? Vorpal, I don't even know why this is even on the caster frame. Surrounded, this is probably gonna be what everyone's gonna pick on this sword if you get it. Whirlwind Blade, it's another okay-ish perk. But like I said, it's a caster frame, so why even run it? I don't know. They have to do a buff to caster frames because no one's gonna run this sword, honestly. Cold Steel, powered sword, hits slow targets. Could be good for overloads. Who knows? Maybe if you're trying to distance yourself, you know, power and throw a caster out, hit them. Could be good. You know, not bad. But for my personal pick, I wouldn't even choose the sword at all. I'd probably choose a slammer over this garbage. But for my personal pick, I would probably do maybe Tireless Blade with Cold Steel, or maybe Relentless Strikes and Cold Steel, or you could also do relentless strikes and surround it. Honestly, it's a pretty niche sword. I wouldn't even go for it if I were you guys. And that's it for me. I'm sorry about the lack of content I haven't been posting lately. I've been really busy with my personal life. I'm sure you guys understand that. I've been grinding the game out for as far as I know, and I will be, trust me. Just let me know in the comments section what videos you guys want, and I'll try to put them out there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.